we'll cover the power of mentorship, especially from the view of a mentee towards mentors. So what is a mentor? The simple definition is they're a trusted person that gives a less experienced person guidance on behaviors that'll help them model their behaviors to grow as a professional or person. I do have a kind of a question for the group here in terms of, I saw Sam's comment on the BCG energy. Thanks, I'll take that as a compliment. But has everybody here had a mentor before? I'm guessing most have, but has anybody not? Don't be embarrassed.
My mentor's been neglecting me for the last 2 months.
I'm Miggy's mentor. I just got assigned, so I haven't been neglecting him for that long, for a week, I guess. But yeah, I can definitely think back to kind of my first mentorship professionally. I actually got insulted by my mentor to start off with. I remember she walked by my desk at my first corporate job. I was wearing like a baggier dress shirt that I got from like Costco or something. And she's like, hey, there's like Nordstrom Rack and other places you can get fitted shirts, right? I was like, dang, she's real. So we started just setting up informal time for us to catch up every month. And before you knew it, like we became connected like at a personal and professional level and started, that's when I started showing my biceps too. I found out I could get small sized polos that made me look larger than I am. But no, it was a pretty like informal kickoff, but hopefully for you guys, this allows you to kind of find a way to find mentors without having that experience traumatically at the beginning of getting your style shut down. So why is mentorship important? You'll see the stat at the bottom. So there was a really interesting Sun Microsystems study over like 10 to 15 years about mentorship and its impact on employees from management all the way down to entry level. And after that 15-year study, they found that mentors and mentees were both 20% more likely to get a raise than people that didn't participate in the mentoring programs. And that included the Sun Microsystems mentoring program and outside programs. And then also the employees who did receive mentoring were way more likely to be promoted. Now, I did think about this. This may be more correlation than causation, right? Like if you're going to go seek mentoring, you might be more of an A player than someone that doesn't. But I'm sure that the impact is still there as well. Jules, feel free to look at the end value on that study afterwards. I know you're thinking about that already. But with a good mentor, you're going to get a lot of things, right? The number one thing is you're going to get that feedback that you wouldn't get from a lot of processes in your normal life. Like you're going to be by yourself working. You're going to be with coworkers who are focused on work, getting things done. And they're not necessarily thinking about your career or your path through your personal kind of ambitions. The second thing is looking at the accountability, right? You're likely not going to hold yourself accountable as well as someone else that you have to report to. And I remember Lawrence having to go into these weekly meetings with Renee, who's one of our senior advisors, and literally just giving him a report on status across the company, across his like personal goals and everything else. And it was funny kind of watching Lawrence get grilled through the glass window, but I'm sure that being held accountable every single week lets you kind of make progress against your plans as a professional, right? And the last thing is the mentor will be an important keystone of your network. That since you're basically revealing everything about yourself professionally and personally to this person, there's a connection and bond that you won't get normally through a lot of other relationships. And that person, if there's someone that you is in your professional network and is someone that's more senior, is likely going to be a source for like job referrals, business development, other things in your life that are going to be very important for you to grow with. So what is a mentor? In simple Venn diagram, it's a mix. They're a mix of someone that you admire and respect, someone that can serve with time and capacity, and someone that can guide you towards your goal with a specific skill set and set of expertise. I always joke about the left side with someone you admire, like what does that even mean? And for me, it's like someone you know is better than you that you don't hate. But it's important to kind of find the balance. Obviously, with your network and the people around you, you're not going to be able to find the perfect combination of all at the same time, right? But at least try to look for someone that has a little bit of each that can help guide you. Likely, it'll be someone in your network already that will be willing to serve as your mentor. It's very unlikely that a stranger would just say, hey, I'm going to commit a lot of time to you. I found that most of the time that my mentors have happened to be my bosses and managers. They have like a direct kind of link to your performance, right? So for them, it's almost like obvious that they should be helping you at a professional capacity.